So when we're speaking to you, man, it's like you man know what's going on, and the conversation is amicable, and you man don't seem to be the people that would just harass the youths. The problem is the officers that are outside are genuinely driving past black youths, looking at them. Adultification is bias is what they're calling it now, but it's just racism. Like we're finding new words to describe racism, and they're stopping and searching youths based upon their own personal prejudices. And this is normal police practice in the Met.
You don't need to explain that because they know that. They know.
But I'm saying that's where the issue is. The meetings with the higher ups, you could have meetings till your tongue goes dry. But the real thing is stopping officers from racially profiling. Reasonable grounds is there to protect everyone. Because if you stop me and you say that there's someone in my description just stabbed someone, you can pat me down. You can't go in my pockets. You know, listen what I'm saying. You can't go in my pockets because you said somebody stabbed someone, so you're looking for a bladed article. But a lot of the times, when they're saying they're looking for a bladed article, they're going into every crook and cranny so they can find the 10 bag, and now that youth now becomes criminalised. But there's a white youth that will pass you that's got coke in his pocket, but he's not being targeted in the same way. You know what you're talking about.
Move the convo somewhere else, man.
The job description is data collection.
Just so like you don't know me, I don't know you, so you can't.
Your job
You don't know
collection
that.
is literally data collection.
You just
Not doing nothing, we're having a nice debate.
Leave it. Sorry, it's not a
let me make that decision.
Officer, what do you think about what he just said there?
Alright, I feel like he just jumped to the conclusions. Because you have to understand that we are actually doing this.
No, not that individual. Him. Who are you talking about?
So, yes, okay. I will say this, right? For example, Hackney's majority of black people, right? And also in Tower Hamlets, majority of Bangladeshi. I can't speak for the self-prejudice they might hold. However, I will say that on a daily basis, we deal with people, unfortunately, in Hackney, majority of black. And same thing in Tower Hamlets, majority of
Just like I can say the same from Brixton. I work at Brixton Bedford.
Yeah, fair enough.
So what I will say is that it may not personally for me, but for other officers, it might develop something like unconscious bias. So they get the view that, okay, this guy is Bangladeshi or this guy is black, maybe he's going to be the one I have to look out for. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. We are trying to get things in place where we can teach them, get people to come in from these backgrounds into the police and talk about these issues. And in fact, educate them. Because the thing is, it's...
No.
Sorry.
Just like, I know, so in my borough, I said I'm in Peckham, they bring in the young people to talk about their experience of stop and search, how it's made them feel. They even like, you know, looking at, so even like when officers were coming in training, a lot of them, some of them are not from the areas. So what they're doing is they're bringing them in and say, look, this is like Brixton. I'm just saying using that because that's like, these are things that have been happening for years. This is how it's making us feel. You need to understand the way you police.
Because what I'm trying to say is, I don't think a lot of officers understand how the treatment towards young black youth is one of the biggest contributors to crime. So what I'm saying is, if you take a 12-year-old child, like most of us have gone through at some point, and then you stop him for no reason. And we're not talking about when there's reasonable grounds. We're talking about you was driving past us, you was going somewhere else, it was very clear, you saw us, then you spanned the car, you came round, and then now you've got a 12-year-old boy stripped down in the station, naked, squatting, and you're telling him to cough. Now, no, but what I'm saying is it's what's happened to Child Q has happened to thousands of young black boys, right? And what I'm saying is, when that happens to a young black boy, when that young black boy gets into a situation now, do you think he's going to call the same person that stripped him down? Okay, but the situation is that someone down there's got a knife and they're coming for him. So what's he going to do? He's going to carry a knife as well to protect himself. So what's happening, the treatment of police to young black youth is actually creating and criminalising the minds of young black youth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me just say, what you said is true. When I was 11, I'm sure all of you black men have been stopped when you were 11, 12, exactly.
I was stopped now. I was stopped.
No, wait.
I'm driving my car.
This ain't me too, guys.
My car off duty, and I was going on my ways. Car spun round and followed me for. I'm driving, and I'm thinking I'm going about my business. So, and they stopped me at the.
But then when you say you're a police officer,
No, I didn't tell them.
okay,
We never told them.
We don't tell them. Because so when people are saying, "Oh, you don't know what it's like," yes, I do.
Yeah. But you have to understand, there are two different types of black police. Well, let me say one last thing. There are two different types of black police officers. I genuinely believe there's black police officers that join the force to change the force from within. Yeah, and from our conversation, that's the energy I'm getting from you.
Yeah.
But then there's a next type of black officer that joins the force and goes out of his way to show his white colleagues that he's not a part of us. You get me? And he will go harder than the racist officer. The racist officer will be saying, "Loud, man, this black guy just wants to do, man." So it's like, this is where, but I appreciate your honesty in this conversation.
No.
You get me? Because we're all human beings, and I reckon
and that's the thing,
that we can
and we are-
try and find ways to resolve things for the better if more of this mindset goes into action.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, like I said, PR police, we have this conversation a lot, but I cut you, bro. You were saying something.
Now, but another thing as well, it's about it's about your action when you see your colleagues are performing these acts. That's the problem, because there's a code of conduct within your.
If you want me to be honest, my team before has been sacked because of this. So it has to be called out. Nowadays, we actually influence more than ever to call it out. Because I won't lie, in the police, okay, there is a culture, but we're trying to break out that culture.
The blue code of silence.
I won't go into too much detail about this culture. We're trying to break out. All of us are new people coming in. Having more open-minded and more educated, more understanding the community. So we are constantly trying it. When we see,
you know where the problem does lie at the top, because those at the top, they don't come from the community, and if you've got those that don't come and understand what the community is and how we live, they're only going to dictate our lives by what media has told them growing up.
This is what I was trying to tell you.
And like, and then there again, look, you saw it yourself. There was a black officer that came out. People were saying, "Oh, she came out to speak." And you lot said, "Go away."
And the thing is, there's someone that's like,
but one thing you have to understand is when Smiley Culture was killed, an officer came out to speak. And when Edson was killed, an officer came out to speak. And when Ration was killed, and when Mark Duggan, so we're so used to officers coming out to speak and no change. That's why that reaction happened. But I personally would hear anyone out, because I just believe you can't have a proper perspective until you hear what someone's got to say. So I want to know you lot's opinion on this. So we got something called PolicethePolice Global, right? PolicethePolice Global.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's an initiative that is community based, and it's basically about the community understanding how to police the police. So for example, when an officer stops you, you take out your phone, you stay calm. Firstly, you stay calm. Yeah, and the reason for that is because a lot of the time, especially with us being very animated, officers will stop us, and because we know there's no reasonable grounds, then they'll say you're being violent, you're resisting, and then they use that as a reason to, now you got arrested for assaulting an officer.
They want to get you out of character.
We work on the youth engagement.
So the first thing is stay calm. Now let me just finish this. The first thing is stay calm. The second thing is to take out your phone and film. The third thing is to ask the officer their station and their badge number. So now you've got full accountability on camera, and then you ask them the reasonable grounds. So do you think that the community engaging these acts and educating ourselves and policing the police, do you think that will have a change on the police officers on the beat?
Because here's the thing, as my colleague said, we're actually youth engagement. We go to youth clubs and we teach them about this action. Do you know Go Wisely's, for example?
Go Wisely.
Exactly, we teach them about it. We teach them what to say. There's also a thing is, if you get stopped, let's say on the road, by someone on TSG van, whatever you want to say, what I recommend you do is show them your ID card and tell them you're home or where you're going. That's enough grounds for them to let you go. That's things like that. We are trying to educate the community on
We'll
these
teach
things.
them how the body worn camera works. Make sure this is on. Tell the officers if it's not on, make sure it's on so they're held to accountable. This is for your safety and my safety, you know? and we tell them, we teach them, we let them how to hang, we tell them what safe ways to handcuffing. We go what the use of force is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And we asked, we got asked a question the other day. Why does it take so many officers to restrain one person? So I said to them, the reason it does, and they wanted to know that. I go, yeah, it does look really oppressive, but you have to realise when there's an officer restraining one violent guy, everything's a weapon to that officer.
Yeah.
This is a weapon, this is a weapon, needs a weapon.
This is a weapon.
I know. And this is what it is, and this is why me and my colleagues go into these youth centres, just to train them, to make them aware of the rights they have, kind of thing, of when they're stopped and searched, you understand?
Just going to say, to end what he was saying, what you are doing in a lot of emphasis,
I totally agree with you.
educating the young people on their rights.
You know what it is?
The real problem that needs to be done is educating.
No. Let me show you something. You know what men in sexual abuse? If you educate men till your tongue goes dry, you're not stopping sexual abuse. I've got 2 daughters. You educate all women and empower them in self-defense, a man will never mess with them again. So empower the victim, yeah? If we change ourselves, this is my argument, we change ourselves and educate ourselves, it forces police to change their behaviour. If we educate them, we educate a bunch of them, they take the education, the ones over there don't take the education. We're still vulnerable.
No, I'm not saying stop it. I'm not saying stop it with us.
I agree, but what I'm saying is I agree firstly for us to educate, but then
they need to educate officers.
Then yes, as a secondary.
I was never ever saying stop educating.
And that's their job. Now, them being officers, your first job is to hold other officers accountable, educate other officers, make sure they know like what reasonable grounds are.
Do it, brother. I know you, brother.
Yeah, what's that?
Listen,
It's okay.
wait, I got respect for you lot, yeah?
You can't argue with fascists.
Darling, I get that. I get that. His brothers are what they do. But you know what? They've been doing your job. The job that the taxpayer pays you to do.
Please don't say this.
Please don't which?
I'll say this, right? You don't
Please
know
don't
where
which?
I came from. So don't start judging me about what I do. You
Alright,
don't know
right
where
now.
my name is.
Right
You don't
now.
know where I was raised. You
Right
don't
now,
know
okay,
anything
cool.
about me. Please
So we
don't-
both went to schools, and in
I
biology,
didn't go to school.
you didn't go to school?
No, I was private study.
Private education.
Yes.
So that must mean that they
Private
told you.
education by tutorised because I was kicked.
Cool. So that must mean someone come to you and told you
I was kicked
that the
out.
that the black woman has the gene of every human inside her. But no, don't you ever. Do you understand? Bro, you got trouble on your hands, bro. You got a national demonstration. A national demonstration.
This is my time for the police. It's for the community.
Oh, you're gonna change the. You're gonna change the Metropolitan Police.
I personally joined the police. But if you don't want to listen to me, if you don't want to listen to me, I can't talk. You're not having to make
Oh, you two, Wallace and Gromit, you're gonna change the whole fucking.
How does it start? How do you get officers in?
How does it start? By speaking the God's honest truth that black people are superior in nature. What? Listen. Who invented the internet? Who's the father of the internet?
We know that. You know.
No, what I'm saying.
What's his name? What's his name? Philip Emeagwali, Nigerian computer scientist. Next. So who invented the Super Soaker, best-selling toy of all time? You don't know the name, because that's purpose. That is engineered. Everything that goes on is engineered to make you feel like a second-class citizen. Bro, when that girl went into that room and the teacher never followed, the reason she never followed is because she doesn't think she has the intrinsic rights of a human being. Okay? And that's taught through movies, comics, and all the rest of it. Don't piss me off. The coolest boys, listen, the coolest boys on the internet are black boys.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
You're giving us wrong attention. This is wrong.
Are you talking to me?
You are doing this wrong. Talking to the podcast is wrong. This is wrong.
Listen, this will go viral. These are important conversations. Listen, yeah?
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
Bro.
The thing, wait, just let me listen. You're talking, allow me to
Wait, you lot, wait, can we go to the back gate? Can we go to the back gate? It's better. Are you on it or not? The back gate's better, man.
Everyone's got different outgoings that they want from this. Yeah. All I want to make sure is this don't happen again.
It ain't gonna change nothing. That's why all that ramping and everything don't make no sense.
That's it.
Keep it going, yeah.
I appreciate it anyway.
No. Well done for whatever you said, yeah. Because, you know what I mean? We need to make a common ground in it, because these police ain't going nowhere in it. So we need to
We need to be able to have difficult conversations. Like that's where it starts. My thing is every officer is different. So these man, obviously due to the badge you're wearing, it's just like a Jewish person seeing a Nazi sign. Like it's very similar. Like
I could quite happily get you and your lads in, to understand, for you know when the new officers come in, do a little bit of training kind of thing with the new officers. I'd quite happily call you lot in.
I've got a kind of called Mac Impact that will definitely work with you on that.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking to do, because we're looking to get, because it'll be biased if we came in to train them kind of thing.
The officers that don't want to speak.
Yeah, we should just have fair conversations with different feds, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll get different perspectives from different ones. Those are the black ones. But they said something sick. What did they say again? I got stopped the search the other day.
Yeah.
That clip is going to go viral, blood. Yeah? Two black feds and an Asian feds saying, yeah, I got stopped the other day because I'm black.
No, but it didn't finish off the convo though.
Hi guys, do you know what's going on?
Go find out.